So apparently, history has a shelf life. Now, this is probably not a surprising thing to consider for many of you. History has a shelf life. History can be rewritten, as is demonstrated almost on a daily basis. There's an example that has popped up that was shared with me that I'm going to share with you guys. And this is just in consideration, really, of all of the things that are going on, the way our history is being rewritten, the way that history is being thrown out, actually, discarded and forgotten and not taught. This takes place in White Bear Lake, Minnesota. There's a principal of a middle school there. The middle school is called Sunrise Park. The principal is called Christina Pierre. And what happened was there was a social media photo, and I don't know, this article doesn't say where it came from, who shared it, but a photo on social media shows stacks and stacks of books in a dumpster and recycling bin outside of the school. So a local citizen went and checked it out for himself and took some more pictures and shared on social media, and eventually did contact the principal, Christina Pierre. Now, interesting, the books that were included in the recycling bin and the dumpster appeared to be nonfiction, and they included such topics as Native American history, the Constitution, and World War II, to name a few. So the citizen that went up there, he's called Ryan Swanson. He actually salvaged some of the books, about 30 or so. But if you look at the thumbnail of this video, that's one of the actual photos. As you can see, it's piled high, the books that are in this. So 30 out of that stack is not a whole lot to have been salvaged. But the principal's, Christina Pierre, the principal, her statement about why the books were being culled goes like this. So she says she sent a message to the parents of her students Friday morning explaining that their media specialist had put outdated library books in the recycling bin after, quote, weeding through the collection, end quote. Quotes again, she says, the weeding procedure is important to help us find a new home for books 10 years and older to ensure that materials are keeping up to date with the needs of ever-changing curriculum, school goals, and student needs. Outdated, she said. Again, these books include Native American history, the Constitution, and World War II. Since when is history outdated? It's the same as these people that say your Constitution is outdated. No, that was a perfectly written document that ensures freedom and liberty and pursuit of happiness for all men and women of all colors, all shapes and sizes, etc. Pierre went on to say that the staff followed the book disposal protocol by trying to donate as many as possible and distribute to the little free libraries in the area. However, some organizations, now listen to this, some organizations could not accept the books due to outdated content. Again, Native American history, our Constitution, and World War II. Outdated content. So we already know, guys and gals, that history is being rewritten, but what we also need to know is that our history is literally being thrown out. There are so many already that walk around this earth that are of voting age that don't know their history or believe a false narrative of what our history is about. This is vital to their plan to create a new country. You know, one that is not the America of our forefathers, but one that is going to look a whole lot like some of these other countries, a third world country, in fact. So stay vigilant, stay prepared, know your history, teach it to your children.